A preliminary hearing today for the man accused of breaking into a Linda Vista home and sexually assaulting a 5-year-old girl inside. It's our top story on the 4. I'm Heather Myers.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. Alejandro Confesor has pleaded not guilty to several charges in court. We heard from that little girl from the first time, and we also learned new details about this.
CBS 8's Shannon Handy was inside today's hearing and joins us live now with an update. Shannon.
Yeah, Heather and Carlo, it was an emotional day in court. Not only do we learn that Confesor is also accused of breaking into another home near the victim, but as you mentioned, we heard from the young victim as well as her older sister who was sleeping next to her when this happened. A therapy dog was brought in to assist these girls as they testified, and at one point we had to take a break because the victim's older sister was too emotional to talk about what happened.
Now, I want to talk about this bad guy. How do you know a bad guy came into your room? Did the bad guy say anything to you?
As the young victim and her sister were being questioned, Alejandro Confesor looked straight on with no expression. The victim, who was 5 at the time, said she woke up to a, quote, bad guy touching her. Meanwhile, her sister, who was sleeping beside her, says she woke up to the light from the man's cell phone. She testified she called for her parents and he told her to shut up.
And was he saying shut up in English or in Spanish? In English.
Eventually, he ran away as the victim's dad chased him. This all happened in April of this year in Linda Vista. Confesor allegedly went into the home through an open garage. 3 days later, he could be seen on surveillance video returning to the same home where he flipped off a camera before entering the garage, though he didn't go inside. In court today, detectives testified they have evidence showing Confesor entered another home less than a half-mile away and broke into a neighbor's car, stealing money. At his home, they found items belonging to the victim's father. Detectives also discovered child sexual abuse material on Confesor's phone.
I located 3 images and 3 video files that I believe to be of CSAM.
Confesor has been charged with 5 counts, including forcible lewd act on a child, burglary, possessing matter depicting minors in sexual conduct, and petty theft. He faces 25 years to life in prison if convicted. And the judge ruled today there is enough evidence for this case to go to trial. A trial date is supposed to be scheduled on December 30th. Heather and Carlo.
The details and hearing that little voice, Shannon, it just rips your heart out. Did the victim or her sister say that they had ever seen this man before?
No, the victim, the young victim, she's 6 now. She was asked that and she said she did not know who this person is. At this point, it appears as though this was simply a crime of opportunity because, as I mentioned, we learned more details today, including Confesor broke into a house about a half-mile away through an open door. And in this case, there was an open garage. So that is the picture that is being painted here, or at least that was being painted here today during the preliminary hearing. But we will learn more as this case moves to trial.
My heart just aches for those young girls having to live through this again in a courtroom. Shannon Handy reporting live for us. Thank you, Shannon.